Last summer, we joined a science camp in a distant valley near the shore. Every morning, we climbed hills to observe the crop fields, where students learned how to measure, multiply, and subtract data on plant growth. One day, our teacher told us to arrange a chart showing how the molecule size varies in different soil samples. It was a great solution to understand soil substance. We also learned about fraction, scale, and how to indicate change using a symbol on a graph. I was amazed by how exact data collection had to be. During another session, we studied sound. We learned that each word has a syllable made from vowels and consonants. Our teacher rubbed two sticks together to create sound waves and showed how a tube can carry them. She explained how a suffix can change a word's term or meaning. Later, we read a poem about nature and discussed its phrase patterns. In the engineering area, we worked with a small engine and learned how to operate it using steel and oil. We saw how a rail system works, how liquids move through pipes, and how cells react in different conditions. We even tried to invent a simple organ out of plastic bottles. I couldn't imagine doing this before. There were moments of joy when we solved a problem, but sometimes we had trouble with division or making the deal for team tasks. Our teacher always reminded us that teamwork matters and that equal effort is important. I had to pose questions when confused and speak in a direct way. One student helped me understand the root of a math problem by drawing a square on the surface of a desk. Another drew a chart to explain a particular fraction. We also explored geography. We learned that a region can be rich in natural resources and how deserts spread. A camp leader showed how a sail works using cotton, and we used a scale map to determine distance. I learned how to stretch a rope against the wind and how holes in the ground affect water flow. One group studied industry and trade, how supply and demand work. They explained the common terms and what makes a period of growth. They said it's probable that AI will govern this field in the future. We also discussed how words appear, how some suffixes change meaning, and how language has rules. For example, in English, A is a vowel and B is a consonant. We counted the syllables in each word and noticed some patterns. In our last project, we had to divide into teams and settle our roles. I was chosen to represent our class. It was a favor I didn't expect, but I did my best. We had to track our progress and write down what each pair did. We studied charts, noted the crease on maps, and made a model using steel and cardboard. Some parts were especially difficult, perhaps because we had to work fast. But I will never forget this camp. Thus, I decided to join again next year, even if I have to walk across a desert to get there.